Said you're doing good, but how's the foot feeling?
The foot is great. It's better than ever. Surgery went well. I recovered real well. So I'm good. Good to go.
We talked a lot. I'm sure you talked to a lot of people about the work you put in during your redshirt year and last summer. With the shorter summer for you with the foot issue, what did you focus on? What were you able to focus on as far as making improvements into this year?
First, just getting the foot all the way healthy. And, let me set the record straight. The condition I had an extra grown bone in my foot, which I guess is normal. Sometimes people have it in their wrist and don't even know it. Well, that was the bone that I sprained, the extra grown bone. And so they just removed the bone. Since it's the bone that I do not need, my healing process is extremely fast. So as soon as the stitches were healed and stuff like that, basically I was good to go. But just to be cautious, I did take it a little easy, about a week or two. But after that, I was just fine. And so that was 3-4 months ago, or maybe longer. So I'm healthy. But the main thing I worked on was just getting the foot healthy, and then just do what I always do: shooting, dribble, finishing. Just playing ball. So
what ways do you feel like you burst on the scene as such a consistent scorer last year? What ways do you feel like you can be a better player this year and maybe build on that season last year?
Making plays for others besides myself. I've always been a guy who can score a little bit. So if I could take my ability to score and the defense is going to tune into that. And so if I put pressure on the basket, guys are going to collapse into the lanes, and now I'm kicking it out for open shooters or dunker spot guys, Torrey, Dallas, West, maybe throwing lobs, just based off the fact that my ability to score, and defenses have to honor that. So,
Josh Scott was obviously a great leader for your team last year. Who's filling that void for you guys?
We'll have to wait and see.
At points last year, this team lacked a defensive stopper. Is that a role that you think you're going to take this year? Have you seen some?
We ain't got no choice. As a wing guy, you got to play defense. We got great wings players in this conference and throughout the nation. And so, these guard positions and wing positions are normally the guys on the teams that can score. And so you got to take ownership, and you got to be a lockdown guy. And so I'm definitely working on that.
For both you and the team, can you explain what the difference is in the atmosphere around the team? Last year at this time you were kind of an unknown and the team was coming off a disappointing year, Now you're one of the main guys and we're expecting big things from the team this year.
Right.
What's the biggest difference in the atmosphere for you?
I think just coming off of last year's season, making a tournament, but we're not satisfied with just making a tournament. I told the guys, man, Sweet 16 or better. I think we have enough talent, but in order to do that, we got to, we can't finish fifth in the conference like we did. We got to be better than that. And I think what really helps is our chemistry right now. It's the best chemistry I've had on this team since my 4 years of being here. So, even with Naaman coming in, Josh Repine called it on his visit. He was like, he's one of us. And so, he's throwing in the fire. He mixes in just fine. And so I think chemistry off the court helps with on the court. Mm-hmm. And so that's what you guys will see this year for sure.
You talk about chemistry. What about depth? Is this the deepest team you've been a part of here?
Oh yeah, we're deep. We're deep, and it's funny. Our depth is at the wing spots. We got a bunch of versatile wing guys that can play different spots, such as myself, Josh Fortune, Xavier Johnson, Derek White. Name it next year. We'll be able to. Am I forgetting anybody? Hope not. I'd be a bad teammate if I'm forgetting somebody. I'm not a bad teammate, but. Our depth I think it's going to be our biggest advantage. And so, especially with this newfound game of basketball, small ball, stuff like that, that's not going to be a problem for us. You seen the Warriors last year playing Draymond Green 6'4", 6'5", at the 5, or 4, whatever it was. And you see how effective that was. And you may be seeing a little bit of that out of myself and Xavier Johnson. So I'm excited for it.
Thanks.